All right, so for this quick little stress test, we're gonna drive over our watch with this Castrol Supra. Let's try it out. All right, so just like that, it still works, which really shows you the durability of a watch like this.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to an all-new episode of Conflicts. Today we'll be not reviewing just one smartwatch, it's actually two. These here are the KOSPET M3 Ultra as well as the Tank M3. Both of which are rugged smartwatches and actually one of the latest ones that KOSPET have just recently came out with. Now, KOSPET is a company we've seen before that makes a variety of different smartwatches, so if you guys want to learn more about them, check out the link down below in the description. And today we'll be unboxing both of these, comparing them side by side, as well as putting them to the test. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so these here are both of our watches. Pretty cool looking stuff. So we got the Tank 3 and the M3 Ultra. Now it does say that they're both rugged designs. And then as you kind of flip them over here, it kind of talks about a little bit more in terms of detail. So you can see that it does pass the 15 military grade test. Kind of shows it over there.
All right, so flat right out, I just want to say that both of these watches are perfect for outdoor use. They're designed to be waterproof and impact proof and has a lot of capability. The Ultra obviously has like a metal finish with some orange fling, but to be honest, one of the biggest kickers behind the Ultra versus the Tank M3 is the fact that this one here actually has a built-in GPS. That is right, it has a dual band and 6 satellite positioning system. So in other words, you don't actually have to rely on your phone like this one does to go ahead and connect to your GPS to use it when you're doing exercises or other variations of GPS activities. So right off the back, definitely better in this aspect. Let's open these things up. So this here's everything that you get now going between the two. Very similar in terms of content, so obviously you do get your two different bases. Off the back, I could say that the Ultra definitely it feels a little bit more richer. Just looking at the two, you can see that there is quite a bit of a difference in terms of quality-wise, but I mean, they're very identical. And then, of course, in terms of accessories, they're quite similar. So you get your same looking wrist straps. And then over here, you do have a screen protector. So that's kind of nice that they do include that. Usually you would purchase this outside, but it is nice that they do include that. And then, of course, you get your charging station and your user manual. Now, other than that, man, these things are pretty darn cool. So I'm going to do a quick little demo, kind of showcase all the features on here. So as you kind of lift it up here, you'll see it's actually got a pretty nice vibrant screen. You do have your touch space, so you can go ahead and use, swipes like that. But you also have your physical buttons here on the side. So you have select, you have back, then you over here, you have up, and then you have down. You have your microphones as well as a speaker too. Now on the back side here, you do have your O2 sensor as well as your heartbeat sensor. And then if you go here again, you can go to the menu, just like this, and you can click on any of these things. For instance, if I click on weather, it'll pull up the weather for the day. That's kind of neat. You can scroll down too, and then you can even use the buttons as well on the sides to kind of scroll up or scroll down based on what you want to use it for. Now if I go back here, again, you have all your other things too. You have your steps, you have the distance that you walk, your text messaging, your alarm, your clock, stuff like that, and then also shows your BPM too, right there. Now if I swipe this way, you can see a full menu of different fun things. So one thing to know is it has all your basic functions from like call, you have your daily activities, your workouts, and then your heart rate, your oxygen, your voice assistance, your breathing exercise, notification, flashlight, etc. So pretty cool stuff in terms of that goes. If you swipe this way, here is your notifications. Swipe up and down, you have your different features as well. So these are different things in terms of brightness, alarm, stuff like that. If you swipe up, you'll see like your basic shortcuts, so you can play music, your alarm, stuff like that. So it is actually pretty cool on what you can do with it. Now if I go and hold the background here like this, it'll make a vibration sound, but now I can actually change the background, and there's a variety of different defaulted backgrounds that you can choose from. And they're all actually quite fun. In fact, some of them look like a chicken right there. But yeah, they're actually interactive too. So if I click on this one here at the bubbles, you'll see it kind of moving about. Fun thing about this is that I can interact with it too. So I can pop these bubbles, just like this. So it's kind of cool that they have these extra features that you can go and interact with and just kind of have fun with it. So this here's actually the menu of all the different backdrops that they have. there's actually a good variation. So kind of what you're looking for in terms of category. And then from there, you can go ahead and just click on it. Like for instance, if I click on this here, it'll show me even more different backgrounds based on my own personal liking. So it's actually kind of fun just because there's actually a lot of different variations. And really, it's kind of up to you. Now, obviously, you can go ahead and customize it. And by clicking custom dial, you can technically create your very own in this by including a photo or whatever you want to do. And then from there, you can go and add whatever you want to do. And then click my dial here and just upload it directly. So that's kind of nice. Now, aside that, in terms of the app goes, there's a lot of other features that we haven't really looked at. So you can find the device, you can light it up, you have your weather settings, your more settings. That will be more or less like, different units and stuff like that. And then you have your phone settings, you have your SMS, your apps. So these are all the different apps that you can connect to it. So that's kind of nice too. And then as you kind of go about, there's a lot of different things that you could do by simply just accessing it right off the back. You have your sports mode, so I can go ahead and hit go, and this will automatically send it straight to my watch, informing me to go ahead and continue on my path. Over here, we'll show you a little bit more in terms of your health. So this is great to go ahead and keep track of yourself, and obviously your own personal profile, which you can go ahead and compare and set goals.
Now the bottom right button here, you can actually program. So I can set this button here by clicking this and then clicking set, and then from there I can select exactly what I want it to do. So if I want to do calculator, and then if I hit back and back, and now if I'm on the screen here and hit back, or this button here, it'll pull up my calculator. So I love the fact that you can customize it just like that. Okay, so I went ahead and put the straps on this one here, and you can see kind of how it works. So there's a little slider here, and just go ahead and pull this, and this will allow you to go ahead and pull it out and put it back in. So it is quite simple. The only thing I would say is that this particular material that they use is almost elasticy. It feels like a rubber band. I'm not really a big fan of it, but it does have a lot of different slots, so it can actually range from a big amount of sizes based on the individual user. Now with that said, let's go ahead and put this thing to the test next and try it out.
All right, so for this quick little stress test, we're gonna drive over our watch with this Castrol Supra. Let's try it out. All right, so just like that, it still works, which really shows you the durability of a watch like this.
Okay, so we just did the stress test and it is working just fine. Now, some things to note is that when there was some weight put on there, you can actually see right over there, it did take away a little of the metal. So that is the only issue that I noticed, that it did make this slightly sharper. However, the screen itself, man, absolutely phenomenal. No issues at all. And I don't even have a screen protector on this thing, even at all. So that is actually cool that it does work quite easily, and the fact that it's super duper durable shows you that you have a lot of potential with this particular watch. All right, so quick little comparison between the two. Now, between the Ultra as well as the regular Tank M3, the outside frame seems quite similar, especially for the front. However, you can see that the screws are different between the two. This one actually has metal screws, this one does not. And then we kind of rotate it here. You'll see that the buttons on the Ultra are orange versus the regular is not. And then the particular framing is made out of metal. Now on the back side here, they actually look quite exactly the same. And even the wrist straps too are exactly the same. So again, other than that, I mean, it's kind of up to what you want to do with them. They're almost 100% identical. I would say this one here is definitely a little bit more better in quality. So if you can fetch the extra penny, by all means, please do so. Definitely well worth it. But if you're looking for just any old regular watch that kind of does the thing, then yeah, it doesn't really matter honestly between the two. All right, and another fun fact is that the Ultra actually has a built-in GPS versus the regular Tank M3 does not. So this is more of a benefit in terms of working out goes. This actually has a dual band and 6 satellite positioning system, overall making it a lot better. Now the way that works is if you go into the menu here, just like this, and you go into like workout, like that, and then let's just say we do outdoor run on both of these, you'll see right here, this says GPS is working, and then this one here says it requires the phone to connect to the GPS. And if I can go ahead and hit go here, it'll make me wait, versus if I go to this one here, I can actually just go ahead and start it right away without any issue. But yeah, they both function the same exact way, and then in terms of like being able to handle itself, they kind of work at the same speed, as you could probably already tell. I haven't noticed any difference in terms of like effects or in terms of special like, you know, menus and things like that between the two watches. But yeah, I mean, overall, hands down, really, really cool stuff. Now, with that said, if you guys have any questions about either watch, comment down below. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next video. Take care now. Bye-bye.